Hello friends, in today's class we will learn how to draw a perpendicular to a given line. So this is the given line. I need to draw a perpendicular to this line and I want that perpendicular line to be passing through a given point P. So first thing what you do is draw the line and I'm choosing this as the point P. Now take a compass. You can take any arbitrary measurement. You can take it more, you can take it less. Okay, I'll just take this much and then place the compass tip here, and then okay, I draw an arc like this. I draw an arc like this, and then I draw an arc like this. So I get like a bracket kind of thing now. Then what I do, increase the measurement slightly, just little bit more. How much should I increase? You can increase to a length whatever that you like, but I suggest don't increase it too much, just a little bit of increase, and then place the compass tip here, draw an arc like this, and then you place the compass tip here, and then you cut this arc. Now what you do is you connect this point and this point. What is this point? The point of intersection of these two arcs. So I am connecting this point and this point. So now if I call this line as AB and I call this as PQ, sorry, not PQ, I call this MN, then I have MN is perpendicular to AB, and this MN is passing through P. And where is this point P? This point P is on the given line AB. So therefore this heading, drawing a perpendicular at a point given on the line. So this is how you do it. Next, I just do a quick recap once again. The same whatever I taught you just now, I'm doing a quick recap of the same thing. So just take a line, so just think that there's a line and I call this line AB. Choose any point on this line. Let me choose somewhere here, okay, and I call this point P, and then I want a line that is perpendicular to AB and it should be passing through P. For that you take any measurement, okay, you can take big, small, but just use your discretion. You need not take it too big or too small. So place the compass tip here and then cut this line and then cut this line here. So how are you cutting this line? You're just drawing an arc, that's all. You're just drawing an arc, and this arc cuts the line here and this arc cuts the line here. Now what I do is I increase the length a little bit. I increase the length of the compass a little bit, then I place the compass tip here and then draw an arc, place the compass tip here, draw an arc like this, then I take the compass, place the compass tip here and cut this arc. Then what I do, I have to connect this point and this point. So now this line is perpendicular to this line and it is passing through P. Next we will be learning how to draw a perpendicular bisector. How to draw a perpendicular bisector. Okay, before we go ahead with this, let us understand what perpendicular bisector means. Now consider a line. First I will explain the meaning of bisector. consider a line that is 4 centimeters. Now I have drawn a line that is 4 centimeters, and here I am marking 2 centimeters. Now suppose I draw a line like this. Okay, this was the original line. I'll call this AB. Then I'm drawing another line. I'll call this line as PQ. And now this line meets AB at a particular point. You can give any name to this point. Let me call it M. Now what is this line PQ doing to AB? This line PQ is cutting AB into two equal parts. This is 2 centimeter, this is 2 centimeter. I can say that PQ is a bisector. Bisector means it cuts it into two equal parts. PQ is cutting AB into two equal parts. And what is those two parts? It is AM and then MB. So PQ cuts AB into AM and MB. AM is 2 centimeters and MB is 2 centimeters. So this is the meaning of bisector. Now perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector means it should cut the line AB into two equal parts, and that line should be at 90 degree to AB. Now consider PQ. Is it at 90 degree to AB? No, it is not 90 degree. You see it immediately, you can understand that definitely this is not 90 degree. Looks like it is, somewhere between 40 to 60 degrees. Somewhere between that. This could be somewhere between 40 to 60 degrees. We will not worry about how many degrees it is. That's not important now. So perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector means, now I'm drawing a line and I'll call this line as AB. Perpendicular bisector means I should draw a line such that this line should cut AB into two equal parts, and this line should be exactly at 90 degrees to AB. So that's what perpendicular bisector means. How do we do this? Okay, take your compass, place the compass tip at one end of the line. So I'll place it at this end. Then you know that this is approximately somewhere in the center. Extend your compass slightly more than half. Slightly more than half. Sir, can I take little more than this? Yes. Can I take little less than this? Yes, absolutely no problem. But it should be slightly more than half. My center of this line is somewhere here. So my compass should be extended little bit more than this. Okay. Or you can just take it as approximately to 75%. Anything is fine. After that, after you extend, draw an arc like this. Then draw an arc like this also. Then remove this compass tip from this point and place it at the other extreme, at the other end of this line. So I place it at A, which is the other end of the line. Then cut this arc. I did this. Now what I have to do is I have to join this point and this point. So I'll join this point and this point. Done. Now this line, I can give any name to this line. Let me call it CD. Now CD is perpendicular to AB. Not only CD is perpendicular to AB, perpendicular means this angle is 90 degree. You can use a protractor and measure. It will be 90 degree. So it is 90 degree. It's not only 90 degree, it also cuts AB into two equal parts. Whatever the length of AB is, let us say the length of AB is 8 centimeters, then this will be 4 centimeter and this will be 4 centimeter. If it is 8.2 centimeters, this will be 4.1 and this will be 4.1. So this is a perpendicular bisector. This is how you construct or draw a perpendicular bisector. Now you may ask me, sir, why not directly measure, measure this length, find the midpoint, and then, take a protractor and then measure 90 degree and draw a line. Of course you can do that, but here in this chapter of constructions, sometimes you'll get heading, without using a protractor draw a perpendicular bisector. So when we ask these questions, it's called constructions, and we want to know how good you are, how well are you able to use a compass. So so we are trying to test your motor skills, how well you handle your geometrical equipments, and can you draw 90-degree without using a protractor. So therefore you need to learn this. And not only that, imagine that the line is, in this ruler we can measure, there's a limit, 8 centimeter, 8.5 centimeters, or 8.6 centimeters you can measure. But somewhere you have a line that is, you have a more precise scale, and the length is 8.125 centimeters. You can't exactly draw using a scale, but there is a line which is 1.25 centimeters, and you need a perpendicular bisector. So there, this method will be really useful. You will get a line that is, you will get a perpendicular bisector easily. Next we will learn about constructing angular bisectors. We'll learn about constructing an angular bisector. What is an angular bisector? Again, the meaning of the word bisector means it cuts into two equal parts. And then here we have angular, that means a line that cuts an angle into two equal angles. So just a rough diagram I'm drawing here. Consider this particular angle. Okay, I'll call this A, I'll call this B, and then I'll call this C. This is angle ABC, or you can just call it as angle B. Some people prefer writing it like this, ABC. They want to write like this, or they write angle B. This is also okay. Or some people write like this, angle ABC. All these are same, they are all same. I prefer writing like this, that's all. I prefer writing like this. Now what is angular bisector? Now we have an angle. If there is a line drawn like this, and if this line cuts this angle ABC into two equal parts, then this is an angular bisector. Let us say this entire thing is 50 degrees, angle ABC is 50 degrees, and now I have introduced a line. I can call this as BM. I have introduced a line BM, and if this line BM cuts this angle ABC into 25 degrees and 25 degrees, then this is an angular bisector. So now earlier we had angle ABC, now we have two equal angles, angle ABM and MBC. This is the meaning of the word angular bisector. Now how do we construct or draw an angular bisector? That's what we'll be learning. I'll just take any angle. This is one line, and then I draw, maybe like this. I can take like this. Let me take something like this. Okay, now I have a certain angle here. How many degrees, don't know. Looks like it is somewhere around 120 degrees, but that doesn't matter, whatever that measurement is. Now I want to draw an angular bisector. How do we do that? Just take any arbitrary measurement using your compass. Sir, can I take more than this, less than this? Yes, absolutely no problem. But you just use your discretion, decide how much do you want to extend your compass, this much or this much. Something this around this much should be more than enough, sufficient. I feel it's appropriate. Now place the compass tip here at the vertex of the angle. Then using an arc, you need to cut this arm of the angle and then cut the other arm of the angle. Okay, next what you do, increase the or extend the compass little more. I have extended, earlier it was only this much, now I have extended it. Sir, how much should I extend? You can extend it a little bit, not too much, not too less, just a little bit. and then remove the compass tip from the vertex, place it at this point. This arc and this line, they are intersecting here. Place it at this point, and then you draw another arc. Then remove this compass tip and place this compass tip here, and then cut this arc, and then cut this arc. After this, you just have to join this point and this point. This is the vertex of the angle, and then this is this point. We need to join these 2 points. That's it. Now I have bisected this angle. Whatever this angle is, let us say this entire angle is 120 degrees. Now I have bisected it. This will be 60 degree, this will be 60 degree, and this will be 60 degree if it is 120. If it is 125 degrees, entire thing is 125 degrees, then this will be how much? 50 60 62.5, and this will be 62 point. If this is 125 degree, this will be 62.5, this will be 62.5. You can try this and then use a protractor and measure. It will be such that this line will be bisecting the angle. So let me just call this ABC, and then let me call this as BM. Now I have ABC is divided into 2 angles, angle ABM and angle MBC, and angle ABM is equal to angle MBC. That's it. This is an angular bisector. Now we learn constructing triangles. Now we learn how to construct a triangle. Let us say the question is construct a triangle. Okay, I'll write the heading: construction of triangles. I'll just write one question. This is my own question. Let us say the question is construct a triangle whose sides are, construct a triangle ABC where AB equals 5 centimeter and BC equals 3 centimeter. Okay, so AB is 5 centimeters and then BC is 3 centimeters. Okay, and then he gives AB is perpendicular to BC. These are the details given to you. I'll just repeat the question. Construct a triangle ABC where AB equals 5 centimeter, BC equals 3 centimeter, and AB is perpendicular to BC. AB is perpendicular to BC. BC will be like this. It is perpendicular, therefore I am drawing this, which indicates that it is 90 degree. So AB 5 centimeter, this should be 3 centimeter. How much is this? He's not told you how much is this. We don't need this information. Without this information also we can still construct this triangle. So I need to construct triangle ABC. Let me construct triangle ABC. First I'll take AB 5 centimeters. 0, no, my mistake. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have drawn a line that is 5 centimeters and I have to call it AB. Next, BC should be 3 centimeters. Now here we expect you to construct 90 degree rather than measure 90 degree using a protractor. Therefore, see, you'll have a question without using protractor, construct a triangle ABC, and then all these details will be given to you. So since you're not allowed to use a protractor, how will you draw a perpendicular? You will draw a perpendicular using the method I taught you before. So you need to draw a perpendicular to AB, and that perpendicular line should be passing through AB. So now what I will do is, for this, I need to take a compass, measure this, and draw an arc here, and then draw an arc here. So this side the line is not there, therefore I will extend the line. And to show the extension, what I'm doing is I'm just using dashed lines or dotted lines. Okay, then I take my compass. With the compass, just take any arbitrary measurement, draw an arc like this, and then draw an arc like this. This is done, so it looks like a bracket, bracket. And then after this, I need to extend the compass. I extend the compass a little bit. Sir, how much? Again, don't ask that question. You just have to take it, extend it a little more. Then place the compass tip here. Draw an arc like this. Then place the compass tip here at the other bracket. It's not a bracket. The actual name is arc. I'm just calling it bracket so that it's easy for you to understand. Then cut this arc. So first you place the compass tip here, draw an arc here, draw an arc here, then extend the compass a little bit more, and then place the compass tip here, draw an arc, then place the compass tip here and cut that arc. Now you just have to join these two lines. Okay, now I got a perpendicular line, but we want a line that is just 3 centimeters, because ABC is 3 centimeters. Now I have kept this at 6. From 6 I'll go till 3 centimeters. Where is 3? 3 is here. So now I got total 3 centimeters. Or if you're getting confused, you can just keep it like this, 3 to 0. So this is 3 centimeters. Now I got a line BC. BC is 3 centimeters, and then just label it 3 centimeters, and here you can label 5 centimeters, and then you just have to connect this point and this point. That's all. Or you can do one more thing. Okay, you have to do like this. Just extend this line. You need not mark 3 centimeters. Just extend this line, okay, to how much ever that you like, to a length that you are comfortable with. Then you have to do like this only. Don't measure 3 centimeters. Instead of measuring 3 centimeters with your scale, take with your compass, measure 3 centimeters. I'll have to decrease it slightly. Yes, now I have measured 3 centimeters with the compass. Then place the compass tip here and then cut this line. Why am I doing this? Because now this is 3 centimeters. Place the compass tip here. I'm cutting this so that I know this much is 3 centimeters. Now you have to connect this point and this point. You have to connect this point and this point. Now I got triangle ABC. That's it. Now I think we'll take one problem from your textbook. This is it says construct a triangle. This problem I am taking from your textbook. It says construct a triangle whose sides are, construct a triangle whose sides are 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter and 5 centimeter. Construct a triangle whose sides are 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter and 5 centimeter. This is the question given in your textbook. How do we go about with this? All the sides are given. Just approximately you can draw a rough figure first. So one should be 3 centimeter, another should be, let us say, 4 centimeter, another should be 5 centimeter. Okay, so but here it looking like an isosceles triangle, maybe 3, 4, and then this is slightly more, 5 centimeter. Maybe your diagram should look something similar to whatever I have drawn here. Something like this it should look. We'll actually draw it. So first what I'll do is I will draw a line that is 3 centimeter. Sir, should I draw the line like this only? Always no, you can draw like this also, 3 centimeter, absolutely no problem. Okay, always traditionally we draw a line like this. So let us for a change draw a line that is like this. This is 3 centimeter, 0 to 3 centimeter. This is done. Next I need to measure 4 centimeter with my compass. So I'll measure 4 centimeter here, increase it till I reach 0. So 0 to 4 centimeters. Then place the compass tip here at this end and just draw an arc like this. Okay, now why am I doing this? Because this is 3 centimeter and I need to draw another line that is 4 centimeter. This is also 4 here to here, 4 here to here, 4 here to here, 4. But where exactly should I draw? Here, on this arc, where? I don't know. For that, next what I have to do is measure 5 centimeters. See, 3, this is done. 4 centimeters is done. Now this should be 5 centimeter. So measure 5 centimeter on your compass. I have to extend this till I reach 0. Yeah, I got 5 centimeters. Now place the compass tip here and then cut this arc. Okay, this is done. Now what happens? I was asked before, I was telling from here I should draw a line here. This will be 4. Here also it will be 4. Till here if I draw like this, anywhere on this arc it will be 4 centimeters. But where exactly I need to draw? I need to draw here. Now this will be 4 centimeters and here to here I have measured 5 centimeters. So this is where they are intersecting. So I'm interested in this particular point. So just join this point and this point. Now this is 3, this is 4. Okay, I need not write it like this. I don't have an eraser with me. Don't try to draw 3 centimeter like this. Just mark like this, 3 centimeter, and then here also 4 centimeter. 4 centimeter, and then here don't try to draw like this. You can just write straight, no problem. 5 centimeter. That's it. This is 3, this is 4, this is 5 centimeter.